20. For tomorrow, sunshine with a high of 30. Partly cloudy, 38 on Wednesday. For Thursday, scattered showers, a warm-up expected, high 52. And for Friday, cloudy skies with a high 52 once again. Overnight low 31, yesterday's high 63. 11/100ths of an inch of rainfall here at the WFIW studios yesterday. Currently, humidity is at 81%. Pressure at 29.88 and holding. Winds out of the west-northwest at 14 miles an hour. Cloudy skies 32. Currently, the wind chill is at 22. That is your Fairfield area weather forecast for this Monday morning. 6 minutes past 8 now. It's time for morning coffee. Good morning.
And a pleasant good morning, and what a wonderful weekend it was for Fairfield.
Wow.
That was awesome. I listened to almost every minute. You guys did a stupendous job.
Thank you.
And I enjoyed it, and I guess we've got something to really look forward to this winter at the Mule Barn.
Boy, I'll tell you what, you go 4-0 at that Capital Classic, and you're off to a good start.
Never been done before. I remember us sending some really great teams up there in the early. Well, the Pearson teams always went up there and didn't do well at all. I don't think they got into the championship game ever.
And talking to Coach Scott McElravy, the Mules under his tenure have not done extremely well at the Capital Classic.
So that was fun. I enjoyed listening to that. That was an event over the weekend.
We dodged the bullet on weather. Youngest daughter lives up in the DeKalb area, and I got a text from her this morning. DeKalb is pretty well shut down with 9 inches of snow.
Oh, my.
And Rockford certainly affected. The city of Chicago, several inches forecast for the downtown area, and a foot of snow possible in the northern and western suburbs. So that was from northern Kansas to lower Michigan, should be ending. But boy, oh boy, are we lucky.
That's Dave Land. I'm Mike Dreeth. Mark Turner across. I just about put a T on it, just like the old man did
I'm
for
across
years.
The way.
You're across the way, once, twice, across, and giraffe, if you remember. Right across the way is Mark Turner, and this is Morning Coffee. I'm right here with my steaming cup of hot coffee in my SIU alumni cup, and we'd like for you to join us. You can either be on 104.9 FM, WFIWradio.com, or you can join us on YouTube, which is very easy to access. You can go to our page on Facebook. That'll give you the link to get here, or just go on YouTube.
That's what some people call it when they see us.
Oh, man. That
I'll tell you what, guys, if I don't look quite right today,
you never do.
I semi-injured myself over the weekend.
What'd you do?
Eat too much turkey?
No, we have an unattached garage, and it has the gutter guard on it, and it's next to a pine tree, and there were a bunch of pine needles that had fallen on top of the gutter guard.
So you were climbing the ladder.
So I got on the ladder. I didn't fall, no. But to make it easier, I used my gas-powered blower, holding it up high, and it worked, and I did. But at my age, when you don't use these back muscles, or what little there are, shoulder muscles or whatever. So you know who my friend was this morning? His first name is Al, and his last name is Leave. Al Leave?
Oh, okay. I thought maybe we were getting a little rub down or something like that. I mean, I think that's a pretty fair trade. You make her breakfast, you say, okay, work on the neck here.
So we got
right.
Oh yeah, why not?
I helped her bring the tree up from the basement.
Oh my!
And we thought we had a dilemma. The top lights worked, the bottom lights worked, but the section in the middle didn't. However, loose connection.
You must have a pre-lit tree.
Heavens, yes.
Oh,
I know. So the outside lights are up, inside tree is up. We're going to do some more decorating here in about an hour or so.
I saw the lights out front of the house. Is that something you do? See, he had it hired. How did
you like them? How did you like it?
He had them hired.
It's mistaken for an airport.
So you're going for the
no
when the city holds their lighting contest.
Oh,
you're going for the Clark Griswold Award.
No. Fred Puckett is my neighbor. I can hear his meter spinning at my house.
I have to say, he was the John Wooden, if you know the reference.
Yeah.
He was the John Wooden of the best yard award in this town.
Several in award won by
He
Fred,
kept putting the championship banners up in the garage for years. And finally, they just stopped it because it was pointless. He kept winning.
They stopped it because somebody stole the sign.
Anyway,
Thief of the month.
Now he's going for the Christmas award.
No. Ours are very. What's the old saying? Less is more.
Well, I
told you about the Christmas decoration with the manger scene and Santa flying over it. That's too much.
Yeah.
I was at Halloween Central. I have a feeling I'm going to be at Christmas Central across the street as well.
Yes. It's very nice.
So that'll be the next thing to watch.
Very, very nice.
Last night I couldn't sleep.
I couldn't sleep at all last night. Bobby Lewis, tossing and turning.
Because someone who lives in my house has put out those wind chimes on the porch.
Aha!
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to tell you something. It's not stereo, and it's loud. Last night the wind was howling. The hounds were howling out back, and I mean to tell you, those bells, they went all evening long.
They were a-ringing, huh?
They were. I'm trying to think what else happened this weekend. I did a little hunting, did not see much. I acquired a pickup truck.
All right.
And it's parked right now at Le Mans. Sheldon's going to have a project, and his folks there, because there's lots to be done to it. So it'll be interesting to see how that progresses.
It's a fixer-upper.
It's a barn find.
So what year is it?
1999.
Okay, so you didn't get a 63 or 65.
I decided I was going to party like it was 1999.
All right.
I saw a 66 GTO advertised for sale.
Uh-huh.
Perfect condition. $69,000.
Woo! You need that, Dave.
I'd look good in it.
You would. When I see you here this morning
in my van,
I think muscle car, dude. Don't you?
Well, I had the 65 Mustang was sweet.
I think something.
All right, so who's kicking it off?
I want to mention a birthday.
Go right ahead.
All right. You didn't even call the birthday and anniversary club this morning.
No, I didn't. That's the way we do things around here, Dave.
You know whose birthday it is today, Mark?
It would be yours.
Tina Turner.
Oh, that's right.
Really?
Yeah. I do know that because she was on the birthday and anniversary club.
Annie Mae Bullock.
That's her real name?
The Tina, yeah.
St. Louis, right?
The Tina Turner.
Or Ike was from St. Louis. Tina wasn't from St. Louis.
How old do you think Tina is today?
I bet she's 80.
79.
Wow.
Born in 39. She has...
So that would make her 78. She was born in 39. My sources said 78 this morning.
Well, she was born in 39, so she's
18. It'd be 30.
She would be...
Okay, I'll take it. That would be right. You're right when you think about that.
She has 11 Grammy Awards.
So I was going to say 11 grandchildren, I thought.
25 other top 40 singles other than River Deep, Mountain High, Proud Mary, and Nutbush City Limits.
Love that one.
How about What's Love Got to Do with It? Back in 1985,
right,
when we owned the Benton, Illinois radio station, WQRL.
Back when there was a vast land holding.
Yeah. You make mistakes in your life and you try not to repeat them. But we, in conjunction with Druthers in Fairfield, where People's National Bank is now, Pam and Bob Clayton agreed that I would get a bus and we would get fans that wanted to go see Tina Turner at Roberts Stadium in September of 85. So we picked up, the bus started at Benton, picked them up, came to Fairfield, picked fans up at the high school. Then we went to Druthers, and they had sandwiches and drinks for us. Then we went over to Evansville. Tina Turner put on an outstanding show. The opening act was John Parr, who did St. Elmo's Fire.
Yep, remember that one. Yeah.
But Tina was just...
That's about all he did.
Yeah.
That's on his greatest hit album, yeah.
His greatest hit was a 45.
Yeah.
His greatest hits album was a 45. But Tina was just outstanding.
I've never seen her perform.
Now,
have you?
Oh, boy.
Speaking of Tina Turner.
Yes.
Oh, and speaking of St. Louis. because she has connections to St.
Well,
Louis.
I think Ike is from St. Louis. I'm not sure if she's from St. Louis.
Have you been to Sweetie Pie's in St. Louis?
No, not him.
Oh, one of the former backup singers for Tina Turner owns that restaurant. And you've seen it on TV. It's on like Oxygen or something. There's a show. But from what I understand, the story is it was one of her former backup singers. And because the reason why she became such a good cook is because back years ago they wouldn't allow them to stay in the South in certain hotels. So she had to cook for the band. Well, after she retired from the band, she started this restaurant in St. Louis called Sweetie Pies.
I've heard of it. I've never been there.
You talk about good stuff, man.
There are lots of really good restaurants in St. Louis over the 2 years that we lived there before moving here in July that we just didn't go to. We were too busy with our careers, and that's a shame.
Well, later in this program, we will have... we're going to talk after the break about Christmas burnout. This kind of bothered me.
Why is that?
Well, I'll tell you when we come back and
I need to tell you when we come back, I'd like to talk just for a moment about big deals, which is something that is a big deal here,
and also ATM safety, something you may have heard that's not true.
Okay.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another time capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Carter slapped a grain embargo on the Soviet Union? Then, in his State of the Union speech, he told us,
"Neither the American people nor I will support sending an Olympic team to Moscow."
6 American hostages got out of Iran, thanks to the Canadian Embassy. The Steelers stuffed the Rams in Super Bowl 14. We said farewell to labor leader George Meany and Supreme Court Justice William O. Douglas. And this is what the new music sounded like.
Longer than when I September morn, an American dream. Instead of the tide around, I'll be working my way back to you, baby. Daydream believer, bum bum bum, I ran my ring. You're a heartbreaker, dream maker.
Think you got it? Well, hold on. The answer and just a touch of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
No time to pack a lunch? You don't have to. Jackie's Lunchbox, the former Ray's Doghouse, is open from Monday through Friday, 5:30 to 2 p.m., Saturdays 6 to 11 a.m. for breakfast only. They have daily $5 meals, all you FCHS students, and they deliver. Call 618-302-1215 to order, or visit them at 720 West Delaware. Jackie's Lunchbox. Never worry about packing a lunch again.
January 1980. Crazy little thing called love.
Queen and Crazy Little Thing Called Love, the top song of January 1980. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another time capsule.
You did a pretty good job of, if you're watching on YouTube, you get to see what we do during the break, which is absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Which is what the show's about. Absolutely nothing.
Somebody asked us one time, what do you talk about during the break? Nothing.
I wanted to just mention this. If you go on our website, upper right-hand corner, there's a thing that says Big Deals. And you heard a lot of spots on the air about the Big Deal store. This is not an online shopping thing. This is Cyber Monday, right? It's not like you're going out and buying something from somebody that's in Pennsylvania. These are certificates that you can buy by being on the Big Deal store for much less. Now, let me just see if you can get this. Here's two of my favorites, okay? You can buy a $10 gift certificate to the Taco Factory. Where's the Taco Factory? Carmi. Okay, I was looking. I'm sure we have Taco Tierra, too, on here. Anyway.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I'm sorry. Well, Serendipity is the one that I do like, though. $14 buys you a $20 gift certificate. Immediately, you get $6 to the good on this.
Yeah.
There's a number of other really good ones.
Patty's Sheer Magic.
Yes. Naps Oil, that's all the Sitkos.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a $20 gift certificate starting at 17. It's at 17. It's not a bid or anything like that. Anyway, an opportunity for you to save some money during Christmas time. Check out the Big Deal Store and watch me hit my microphone. Dave.
You were excited.
I was excited.
Yeah.
1 in 3 Americans is set to endure festive burnout before December 25th. We've all heard of that, haven't we?
Festive burnout?
Well, or just depression over the holidays.
I've heard of depression.
I've heard that, yes.
68% of Americans also consider the holiday season, that's Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Christmas, to be a stressful time. The average American, how many hours do you think the average American will spend getting ready or preparing for the holiday season in some fashion?
Well, I don't know. I got through the weekend and I started thinking about what is it that I have to get sons? What is it that I have to get wife? What is it that I have to get done to be able to get to Christmas?
For the sons, do you want a one-word answer? Check.
No, I proposed that. My wife said, tacky, don't do that.
No.
I'm just telling you the conversation.
They love it.
My dad one year, if you want to make it fun, my dad one year gave my sister $100 cash in $1 bills.
But that's good. It looked good.
But he wrapped it in a box that was probably 3 foot by 3 foot with little pieces of paper mixed in with the $1 bills.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then wrapped it up, so you thought...
She came up with, I think, an acceptable idea that I cannot mention on the air because the boys all listen. So forget it. You're not going to find out what your gift is here.
38 hours, nearly 2 full days, the average American spends getting ready or preparing.
Oh, much more than that.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, this is from a survey that
I'm
they
just
did.
saying, personally.
Oh, for me, it'd be about a tenth of that. The biggest chunk of that time is spent shopping, which takes up a little more than 13 hours of the average American time. Cooking, 9 hours, 17 minutes in the kitchen.
Did all of that over the weekend.
But I'll tell you what leads to the burnout, according to the survey. Crowds, shopping, long lines, and constantly hearing holiday music and holiday TV ads also added to burnout. Oh, this is the best part, though. The survey also showed that the average American will endure 3 awkward jokes from family members, will get asked 3 personal questions about their love lives by family members, and will get into 4 arguments with family members and eat too much 6 times. We don't talk politics or religion as a rule.
That's a good rule.
It is. It is. I mean,
not that. The truth of the matter is, most families. I'm talking about your family, your girls. Probably there's not a huge range in difference in politics. True? There isn't with mine. I have one outlier, but rather than that, most of them are think pretty much the way I think about things.
I don't even talk politics when I go places like that.
But there's nothing. We don't talk about it. So it's. But I would say it's pretty close. You just said a couple things that I had to write down. One, I don't have to worry about TV ads. I was thinking last night. I don't watch more now since I've moved here in July. I don't watch more than an hour of TV a week. Isn't that remarkable? And you know what? My life is rich and full.
Do you? You don't have Netflix then?
I do, but I haven't.
See, we watch.
We just don't have time.
Right now, we're wrapping up the season 6 of House of Cards and have 3 more episodes to go. And we are into the 2nd season early of Blue Bloods.
Now, see, every movie I watch off of Netflix or series, anything, Amazon Prime, it's in installments. Now, see, this weekend I watched A Bridge Too Far in installments. I watched about the first hour, then I watched the next half hour, and then I watched the rest of it in 3 different installments.
It's a great movie.
Oh, it is a great movie.
And the second thing I wrote down was you were talking
about cooking.
No, I had this moment when I was writing and putting together the commentary this morning, and it's interesting. So help me here for a moment. It was about parking spaces and the fact that some people will park in a handicapped a disabled parking space. There it is. There's the problem. You can't use the word handicapped anymore.
That's true.
You don't. I made sure that it was not in the commentary. It was parking for disabled people. It is improper, as best I can determine now, to refer to that as handicap parking. Look at me, Dave, and tell me that's not true.
I still say it.
I understand, and I do too. I'm telling you, as I said and wrote that commentary and announced it, I thought, oh no, I got to take that out. Oh, I got to take that out. That's not the right way. That's not the generally accepted way to be able to talk about it. And I thought the commentary obviously was legitimate. It's a problem. I used to get so mad at people that would park in front of what was the station? What was the name of the grocery store before it was
Beeler's Milo?
That would park in front in the fire lane.
Right, and there's nothing much that the law can do to stop that. No, that's the truth.
Unless there's a fire, and the fire department has every right to
ram
that car over, knock out the windows, and throw the hose through.
That's what it would. That's what it would take.
Isn't that?
And
well. Anyway, so long and short is, when you something you mentioned made me write down. That was an interesting struggle for me last week to make sure I didn't say the word. And here I was explaining it to you, and it slipped out.
It's a habit.
Of course, if you're writing a commentary, as I used to do, you think about things more than you would in just making conversation.
You write it, you read it, you think about it, and you rewrite it.
But there's no hard and fast rule for all political correct situations. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Freeburg, Illinois, what's their mascot?
Well, it's no longer midgets. No, it's not. It hasn't been midgets for years. It is the Blue Wave or something like that, but they got rid of midgets.
Well, do you remember what were the Pekin, Illinois?
They were the Chinks.
That was back when I was in college. Mm-hmm. I had a good friend from Pekin.
Mid-60s, they got rid of him.
This was in 69-70, and it was the Pekin. Then, you just have to be. You can't be correct all the time, and around certain groups, if you do misspeak, then, oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? I don't know, as I said, I don't know the hard and fast rules for political correctness. I think it's off the chart.
Oh, I agree.
I think it's crazy. I think some people just look for you to say something that they can be offended at.
Don't you think, though, Dave, and I've said this many times, that we aren't just a geographical island in Fairfield, Illinois. We're also a social and cultural island.
But we're not the only island in the States.
I understand, but I'm just saying to you, we do have our own culture and society.
But Carmi would say the same thing.
Absolutely. But
every little community has their, how about this word, nuances?
Yeah.
Sure. I haven't used that in a while.
Oh, that's true.
I like that.
That's a good one.
But they do. So
I don't think 9 out of 10 people on the street, if I had used the word handicapped in that commentary, would have had a problem. It would have been the one person who would have just ripped me on social media for having used it.
I just wasn't aware it was that PC.
It is.
Okay, I'm just saying I think it is.
No, I agree.
But so what's the word now? Challenged?
No, they're disabled.
Okay, when will that not be correct?
I don't know.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Okay.
No, and I'm going to tell you, when my dad was growing up,
yes,
he was said to be crippled. You understand what I'm
saying?
saying?
What do you say now?
He's not. He's disabled.
Okay,
I'm saying
when is the word disabled going to be wrong?
It will eventually, because it was crippled, then it's handicapped, and now it's disabled. I'm just telling you that's the evolution of the word.
Yeah, and it's going to change.
Sure it is.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Good morning. I would like to say something about your handicap or disability.
Yes.
Number one, nothing makes me madder than to be looking for a parking space for handicapped or disabled, and somebody parked there, jump out and walk in as well as any of the three of you.
I know it. I see it all the time.
Me too.
Yeah.
And my son was in a wheelchair, and he had a lift. And this car parked so close to his van, he couldn't get the lift down to get in the vehicle. And That's wrong.
Yep.
It is.
Because now,
It's when you walk
know,
into the store and you announce over the loudspeaker, please come out and do this.
absolutely, that should be done.
And let me tell you, equally bad are people. The example I used in the commentary is my late stepfather had one of those placards.
Uh-huh.
He died. Some people hold on to that and use it for their own purposes
Yeah.
to get
Absolutely
a
correct.
closer parking spot. That's equally as unacceptable and illegal as far as I'm concerned.
You're right.
Okay,
I think that's
thank-
unacceptable. Thank you very much.
Oh, no,
Okay,
problem.
here, let me ask you this question.
All right.
Let's say, well, no,
this is
thank-
getting pretty serious for morning
thank
coffee,
you, ma'am.
isn't it?
I'll ask this on the air. Okay, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Let's say that you are married, or a husband has a wife, and she is disabled.
Yes.
She has the disabled sticker,
Yes.
or vice versa. Mm-hmm. So the disabled person isn't with the non-disabled person and goes to the grocery store.
No.
No.
Can the non-disabled person you see it all the
I know,
time.
but that's wrong.
Unless
agree.
unless the disabled person is in the vehicle.
Yes.
With the
or you're going to
able-bodied person.
or you're going to pick them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But somebody that takes advantage of the moment
Yes.
to be able to use that
I
placard.
see
is
not
that
right.
all the time.
Just not right.
But my point was simply the new enforcement effort by Jesse White. I doubt very much there'll be a Secretary of State person troll through Fairfield to
there
be
won't,
able to.
There won't be.
No,
Mike, you
but-
won't see fines.
I think you
Not-
will in
not-
Springfield
not-
and Bloomington.
Not as
and-
many as you should. You
Oh, I
start
agree.
finding people here in Fairfield and Carmi and Wayne City and it'll end. It'll end.
Yeah.
But okay. Hey, after the break, a little humor, guys.
Please.
Serendipity has what you need to deck the halls this Christmas. Beautiful wreaths to welcome your guests, lighted prints, and greenery for the mantle. And with 5 decorated trees in the store, you'll find something perfect for yourself or your ornament exchange. The scents of the season are also available, from aromatique potpourri to velvet whiskey soy candles and wax melts, available in a variety of scents. Your holiday shopping just got easier. Serendipity has the perfect gift for everyone on your list. And with free gift wrapping, why shop anywhere else? Serendipity Card and Gift, 113 Southeast 2nd Street in Fairfield.
Carnaby's got them. Exclusively Great One Divine hoodies and long sleeve waffle tees. Logo caps are restocked too. Believe it, live it, share it. Brighton's in Love We Trust Tow is free with a $125 purchase through December 6th. Brighton and Carnaby's new lineup is proof that being stylish is all about the extras, from handbags to jewelry, footwear, and trendy apparel. Carnaby will give you a serious dose of the coolest gift selection this holiday, and all your gifts are wrapped for free. Now open Sundays, 1 to 4.
Here's a quick turnaround this
You
time.
know what? We
Here we
need to
go.
sell more advertising.
Okay, guys, have you ever listened to a song and you sing along with it and you can't quite figure out the lyrics? You know what you think the lyrics are, but
Oh, I
then you
make 'em
find
up.
out that they're wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here are 5 really funny ones. Okay, do you remember a song by, I think it was Starship? Yeah. We built this city on rock and roll.
Yeah.
Okay, the misunderstood lyrics are, we built this city on sausage rolls.
Oh, my.
Sausage rolls?
I've never
Me neither.
misunderstood that
Okay,
song.
how about an ABBA song?
How about it?
Remember the Dancing Queen?
I don't know because I've
Dancing
never listened
Queen.
to
The
it.
correct lyrics are, see that girl, watch that scene, dig in the Dancing Queen.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. See that girl, watch her scream, kicking the Dancing Queen. Misunderstood.
All right.
Jimi Hendrix's Purple Haze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Okay. Right. They thought it
Instead
was,
of-
excuse me while I kiss this guy.
Instead of, excuse me while I kiss the sky. Or what?
One more. Remember Eurythmics' Sweet Dreams Are Made of
Yeah.
these. The misunderstood lyrics are, Sweet Dreams Are Made of Cheese. Because she says this like these. Okay. Yeah, I thought those were cute. Not all that funny.
There was one going
but
through
cute.
my mind when you said that. Now I can't think of it. It was
Stacy Q did one called Two of Hearts, and I won't tell you how that was misunderstood.
oh, okay.
888-3715, the number to call.
I forget the one I was thinking of. That I know I sang it wrong. I knew I make it a practice if I like a song to go and actually see the lyrics.
If you like a song, do you listen to the beat of it or the lyrics of it that makes you like it?
Different songs.
I don't know.
I like the beat personally.
I love the beat.
I'm sort of like Dick Clark. Did you know that Barbra Streisand, now at 76, she liked her dog so much, she's had it cloned twice.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Babs.
Yeah. Cloned her. And this, I've never heard of this breed before. And I follow it. Coton, Coton, D. Tulier, Tuler. That's the name of the breed.
Oh, it's Coton de la Tour.
Very good. You're a man of international taste.
I have no idea
Sammy
what they
was
look
the
like.
name. The Sammy was the name of the pooch, and the pooch accompanied her for every interview and every recording session for 14 years. He died. Another dog steps in, looks just like Sammy. Well,
that's the reason why.
Cloned.
Do you remember what Roy Rogers had done to Trigger?
Trigger put him in a museum, if I'm not mistaken.
He didn't stuff Dale, did he?
I hope not. I'm not going to say.
Dale and Roy, Nellie Bell was the Jeep.
Yes.
Buttermilk was Dale's horse.
Is that right?
Yeah. Trust me.
I thought Trigger was his horse.
No, that was Roy's.
Oh.
Buttermilk was Dale's.
Okay.
Dale was the lady.
Did you know that there's a guy in the Netherlands? He only goes by the name of Lewis now because he doesn't want anybody to know this. He has at last count fathered 200 children. No, I'm serious. He made donations. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't want to get graphic here.
Got it.
He says now over 200, and he lied on all of the information when he deposited these. He said he was college educated. He was professional, et cetera, et cetera. The guy didn't have a job. Now he's got over 200 people, and as they do their genetic testing, they start looking him up. So he's got you think you've got a daunting task at Christmas time?
I don't.
Well, okay, you just give money. That's all you do. There you go.
Hey,
it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Check it out. I found a picture of Barbra Streisand with all three of her dogs.
There they are.
Kind of looks like almost like a poodle.
Yes,
or
it
a
does.
Bichon.
But it's now. Don't you? Let me ask this, because you are much more scientifically adept than I am, Dr. Turner.
Yes.
Once you clone an animal, doesn't it make it prone to more disease? I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Doesn't it weaken its?
Well, you would think so.
Well, she's done it twice.
Because the more you dilute something, the weaker it gets.
I would say, except for in digital radio. But two different times she's cloned her dog. Isn't that amazing?
All right. How about a rumor of the day?
It's not true. I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Will pressing cancel twice on an ATM prevent your PIN from being stolen? Let me clarify one thing first of all, folks. It is not PIN number.
I'm not following you.
PIN. It's
Yes.
like the NEC conference.
Right.
It's NEC, not you don't add the word you don't add the word number after you say PIN.
It's your PIN.
It's your PIN.
Got it.
Okay.
Personal identification number.
Number.
Right?
You don't say personal identification number. It's your PIN. Okay, guys, if you go to use an ATM machine
Right.
and you're
Right.
done, they say the rumor is pressing cancel twice will prevent your PIN from being stolen. Do you think that's true?
How would they steal it, Dave? I mean, they come back in afterwards?
Well,
the only people that are going to see it are the people that are working on the machine on the other side, right?
Unless they have, what are they called, skimmers?
Well, that's got to be actually on the machine.
Yes,
remember
it does.
Remember when that happened here at a local place, and people were getting their. But I don't. I don't know what you're talking about when it's somebody can steal it if there's no skimmer on it.
Right.
Well, they could watch it. They could watch you use it.
That's another thing. If
they're watching you use it,
that doesn't matter.
Hitting cancel twice is not going to help.
Well, anyway, it ain't true. Whatever. What's the most common used password?
Birthday.
000?
Password.
0000?
Password. Yeah. Don't choose your PIN based on personal information. Change it regularly.
No, I haven't changed anything.
I don't think I've changed mine in 10 years.
I don't think I have either.
And it's my PIN, and it's everything. I mean, I have it on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and I use the same PIN for any time I have a PIN. I will change it I will make sure they all match so that anytime somebody asks for a PIN, I know it's the same.
Right.
Oh, and it's also not an ATM machine.
Okay. What is it?
ATM.
ATM, right.
Automatic teller machine.
Okay, so the MM,
right.
You wouldn't be in
ATM,
right.
PIN.
Right.
Hey, did you see that they have a new big store in Vegas? It's coming soon to Illinois. What do you think it is?
Let me think.
Big Deals?
Big Deals is here. Coming soon to Illinois. We're going to have this happen. It's probably
an Amazon store?
No. It's called Planet 13.
Okay.
It's a 40,000-foot marijuana dispensary store. It's right off the strip.
Okay.
And I mean, it's got stuff like gaudy showmanship. Has more than 40 million tourists come to Vegas. So they have a 20-foot orb sitting in a fountain out front. They give you the opportunity to smell, possibly feel some of the pot that you're going to buy.
Can you sample it?
I don't think you can actually do that. But it's like they're treating the pot like it was a fine wine to be acquired. And it's I'm just telling you, if this works, and it's going to work in Vegas. It'll be in Chicago soon, especially just as soon as this governor approves recreational use.
Which will happen when? Next year? Obviously. I mean,
as soon as he can get it through.
Mm. Yeah, well, he'll get it through because he's got both houses in veto-proof majority, so that'll happen.
As soon as Mike Madigan says he can do it.
And they agree that that's something that they want to push together, that and higher taxes, a bigger income tax.
I mean, it will happen as soon as Mike says, hey, JB, you go ahead and do that.
Well, I tell you what, JB got his attention by giving him $7 million right before the election. So,
all right, so the medical marijuana facility in Albion then
will still be there.
Will still be medical, but
you have to get a prescription for that.
Right. Where will the recreational use marijuana come from?
There'll be stores.
Oh, yeah.
There will be stores.
Probably the same place. Probably the same places.
So they may increase production at these different ones and add more.
You know.
By the way, anybody here, and this is a telling, you don't have to admit this or not, I do, when I was watching TV regularly, I would always juxtapose. That's a good word, too.
Yeah.
Juxtapose.
That is a good one.
Haven't used it today.
Haven't used that.
You're
learning.
Wasn't that a battle in World War I?
Juxtapose?
Yeah.
I don't
Naval battle?
I don't think so.
I think it was Jutland.
Anyway, I watched an equal amount. I watched a lot of Fox, and I watched some MSNBC. I'd like to be able to see the interaction between the two and the difference slants on the two.
Yeah.
Well, MSNBC, I used to watch all the time, not anymore. Morning Joe.
He got married.
I remember that show.
He married her. The same Mika.
What's her name?
Mika Brzezinski.
Yeah. Irish girl, isn't she?
Yeah. Her dad, of course, was Secretary of State at one point. For
Zbigniew?
That's it.
Something like that.
That was it. That's
ZB,
exactly.
yeah.
Zbigniew Brzezinski, who was, I believe, Jimmy Carter's
That's
Secretary
her
of State.
dad or grandpa?
That's her dad. Man. He's no longer with us, I don't believe.
Yeah.
Anyway, they were just co-hosts together, married to other people, and then obviously the chemistry of the show brought them together.
Little something happened.
Yeah.
And
then next thing you know, they've announced their engagement, and they got married on Saturday, an intimate ceremony at the National Archives in Washington, D.C.
Ooh.
There you go. What a
nice place
to do that.
Good morning. You're on Morning Coffee.
Yeah, this is Terry. I have mixed feelings about the marijuana deal. Some people think it leads you to use harder stuff. I've known a lot of guys who do use it and they don't. Just like alcohol, they could go to harder stuff.
All right.
What do you think about it?
All right. Thank you, Terry.
Thank you.
I have problems with the recreational part of it, only for one reason. And I got murdered last time I said this in a commentary. I'm going to tell you the reason. The reason is you cannot measure just how high somebody is when they take their car and drive it down Route 15. You can't tell.
And I think, as I mentioned this in a previous program, what I have heard has happened in Colorado is that the aged 21 and older who can legally buy the recreational marijuana will buy it, sell it to underage kids that can't get it, take the money of the 21-year-old to buy harder drugs. That's one problem that has been encountered.
Wasn't there some research at one time that said regular use of marijuana could lead to use of more addictive drugs?
I think it.
I mean, wasn't there?
I think it depends on the person. Your
body chemistry.
You being a more addictive person than me is very, very possible. So that plays a huge role in it.
Look,
I may be addicted to chocolate. You could care less. You could eat a safe amount, but I think it.
I grew up in the 70s.
Or pizza.
I've been around it in college my whole life. I am not a prude. I have friends who do marijuana. I'm not. I just think it's not that. I get into that argument. I actually had one woman write to me once saying, tell me that it's wrong. My dad died in a car accident with a drunk driver. Well, you're not making the case by saying that. It's just as bad if they were high on pot. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, until you can measure it, until you can say to somebody, you're culpable for that accident by virtue of the fact that you were at 0.008.
Can they measure that in an ER? Can it be?
Well, they can.
They
can
determine
the presence of THC in your system,
but not the percentage.
Can the police cars, if you're stopped,
well, they can smell it in the car,
but they can't measure.
Then
but if they take you to a hospital, can they find out if you're above a? Well, there's no legal limits, are there?
No, there's no law that says, just like with drunk driving, 0.08.
Well, it's impaired.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my problem with it. My problem is, and here's the other thing. Remember when they said we're going to have riverboat gambling, and that's going to create $1 billion, and that's going to dig us out of this hole?
We're deeper.
Don't tell me this is going to be $1 billion in taxes and cruise Illinois out of financial problems. That's a joke.
Well, we know that's a joke now, whenever we're told that. We know that's a joke.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I have some trivia that you are going to excel in today. We'll have a little fun.
Good.
And I have a new rule for trivia.
All right.
I'll tell you about it.
Now he's throwing rules.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
WFIW and Ultra Products are bringing back the popular Show Us Your Rack promotion. Now through December 31st, upload pictures of you and your buck to the Show Us Your Rack page at WFIWradio.com. The first 25 photos uploaded will receive a free t-shirt. On Friday, January 4th, one lucky hunter will be drawn from all entries and will have their choice of a USA-made Parker Bushwhacker crossbow, a $400 value, or a $200 in-store credit to Ultra Products. Good luck, hunters!
Dairy Queen's Hungry Up deal. Turn hunger into happy with 3, 4, or 5 chicken strips, fries, and a mini Blizzard treat. 3 choices starting at just $4. During the month of November, try their Blizzard of the Month, Oreo Hot Cocoa. Need a last-minute dessert to take to Thanksgiving? Let Dairy Queen design an ice cream cake just for you. Order in-store or online. Dairy Queen, 1204 West Main in Fairfield.
Most people understand the need for life insurance, but not many want to talk about why it's essential to your financial plan. It may seem intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Don't get overwhelmed. Get started with Country Financial. Call Beth Sessions today at 842-2186, and she can work with you to find life insurance that gives you the protection you need at a price you can afford. Life insurance policies issued by Country Life Insurance Company and Country Investors Life Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
WFIW 104.9 at WFIWradio.com. Sheldon Bunning has joined us from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler.
Good morning, Sheldon.
Good morning, gentlemen.
I got an issue I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
In your parking lot.
Yes.
This morning, there's a 1999 Dodge pickup truck. I left it there on Saturday. It's a barn find, okay?
Is it a white one?
It is.
That's the old SST package or something.
Yes, it is.
I need to go out there and eyeball that.
Let me just tell you, it was a barn find, and when I left my phone number, somebody's going to call me this morning. I want somebody to go over that thing with a fine-tooth comb and tell me what I need to do. Is that something that that you feel comfortable all your guys can help me do?
Oh, yeah. I think they can look it over and tell you what it needs.
But that's what I need. I need somebody to say, Mike, you're going to have to spend X amount, and this is what you're going to have to do to make it safe to drive around town.
And they may wind up saying, Mike, you may just need to go up and see one of the guys up front. You may just need to trade.
All right. Well, I'm hoping it's the former and not the latter. So anyway, I got it running. I got it to your parking lot. So now the fun begins.
Yeah, it's an awesome thing. The only thing that's got me concerned now, you said barn find. So was it full of mice or anything? Are you going to have mice?
Three mice. I cleaned out the mice, buddy.
Were they blind mice?
They were not blind mice.
Okay.
They were dead mice.
Ah, okay.
All right, I'll let you go. But I'm looking forward to coming down and seeing you.
All right.
I've drug a few of those home before, like that, and then wind up having an infestation.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyway, that's when I got it, I thought if I can just make it to Le Mans, and I did. And so now it's your problem, buddy.
Right. And
that was a little before I started the 99, but I still remember those. Those were kind of a special package truck.
And Sheldon, he took it to the right place, because if you can't get it running right, all he's got to do is turn and look and trade for one of those 19
right.
Dodge pickups.
We'll see.
Walk up front, press hard, 3 copies.
So what's going on over to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler? I know you've got the 19s coming in, ready for Christmas.
We do have a lot of 19 inventory on the ground. I think most of the models are starting to come in now. We've got a few that are holding off that we don't have 19s yet, but we've got some really big incentives on the 18s. We want all of them. We want all of them gone, the 19s too, but we especially want the 18s to be gone. They've kind of monkeyed with the incentives here and actually made some more positive gains for the consumer on the trucks. Let me pull a couple of them up here now, but I think that I have a radio ad playing, but it is no longer correct because there's larger discounts now.
Uh-oh. Well, that's a good thing, though.
Yes, I think we had one of them marked down up to $14,000.
That is impressive.
Off of the MSRP. And that's something that, with the way I price them, everybody qualifies. You don't have to have a 3-legged dog or a one-eyed cat or something like that.
Now, that's everybody qualifies for all the incentives. Now, how about financing? Is it easy to get there at Le Mans?
It is easy to get there. We do it. It's all basically in-house. We do it here through the wonderful world of the Internet. We've got several banks we use that can usually have an answer within, 5 to 30 minutes.
Wow.
So it's easily done. We've got big discounts on the Jeeps as well. The Cherokee's been moving hot. Got big markdowns on those. Some Journeys. They've actually thrown a little more incentive at the Journey. I think I've got 3 or 4 of those left here in an 18. They haven't debuted the 19s yet, but I think I've got a well-equipped Journey for under $19,000.
And when you say the Dodge Journey, if someone's not familiar with those, that's a relatively economy-priced SUV, and they can get them with 3-row seating. They're pretty impressive.
I do kind of cheat. I do stock the lesser end ones, but they are very affordable for somebody. I mean, you're getting a brand new car with new warranty for used car price. So, you're taking off. You've got something brand new, 0 miles, and full factory warranty.
Speaking of used cars, what have you traded for lately? Anything great come in?
We have been busy the last several days. I'm trying to figure out what one sticks out in my mind, but we've got a whole bunch.
Right.
I did trade for a Cherokee.
Oh,
17 Cherokees that I sold new up in Florida. Good customers. It's actually the V6 model. Most of them are the 4-cylinder, but it's a V6 4x4, 17 model with only 35,000 miles, I believe. Make somebody a good deal on that one, too, if you don't
You might have a 1999 Dodge pickup.
Yes. Yeah, we're working on a 99 Dodge out here. We could know something by maybe the end of the day if we're going to get it or not.
All right, Sheldon. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you Thursday morning.
All right, we'll see you guys. Have a great morning.
Sheldon Bunning from Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler joins us every Monday and Thursday here on the WFIW Morning Show.
Radar Weather is sponsored by Conard Financial Group at 510 West Delaware in Fairfield, with securities offered through Raymond James. Conard Financial
The deadline
Group,
for filing your tax
investing
return
in
is
the
April
community
15th.
since 2003.
But did you know that it's also the last day to contribute to a tax-deductible IRA for the previous year? Conard Financial Group can help you take advantage of tax-deferred benefits and possibly even help you earn a deduction when you make last year's IRA contribution. Call Conard Financial Group at 842-7855 to learn how. Raymond James Financial Services, member FINRA, SIPC. Life well planned.
Your Fairfield area weather forecast. Cloudy skies today with a high 35. Tonight, partly cloudy, low 24. Tomorrow, sunshine with a high of 30. For Wednesday, partly cloudy, high 38. Scattered showers, 52 on Thursday. And for Friday, cloudy skies with a high of 52. Overnight low was 31. Yesterday's high was 63. 11/100ths of an inch of rainfall here at the studios yesterday. Currently pressure at 29.88. Humidity at 81%. Cloudy skies right now in 32. Winds out of the west at 14 miles an hour. Makes it feel like it's 22 here on the hill east of Fairfield. Radar weather looking very good as well. Nothing showing up in the entire state of Illinois right now. Most of the snow and precipitation in the northern part of the state has moved off to the east into Indiana. That's your radar weather. Let's get back into morning coffee for a Monday morning.
You can watch the show on YouTube or by following the link on Facebook. Now back to Morning Coffee on WFIW.
And we're back. Ready for trivia.
Okay, the new rule is, and this is a good rule, I think everybody will like it. I had a listener at home say, Dave, I love that trivia section, but those guys jump in with the answer so fast, I'd like to have
Those guys are too smart.
I'd like to have a couple of seconds or so to think about it.
All right.
So before you bark out the answer, jot it down.
All right.
And then you can...
How many questions today?
10, and you'll get 6 right.
Well, we're going to write them. We're going to write them down and wait till the end.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, you run the.
I will ask the question, and before you yell it out, just pause.
Okay.
No barking.
We are quickly running out of time.
I know. Okay. Which U.S. state is named on the label of a Jack Daniels bottle? Just a minute. Okay, Mark, do you have that one?
I do.
What is it?
Tennessee.
Good. A phlebotomist extracts what from the human body?
I got it.
A phlebotomist. Mike, I think our listeners at home probably know this. What's the answer?
Blood.
Blood is correct. In which year did Henry VIII become King of England? Yeah, this is a tough.
I've got one.
Okay, Mark, what is your answer?
1562.
You're close. 1509.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a half.
Yeah, it's really
grading on the curve this morning.
55 years off, and you're giving him half.
The 1999 film Tea with Mussolini is based on whose autobiography? You've heard of him, but it's a toughie.
Yeah.
Tea with Mussolini. You want me to give you the answer?
Winston Churchill.
Franco Zeffirelli.
Yeah, I would have got that.
Yeah.
In which movie did Humphrey Bogart play Charlie Allnut? I knew this one.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, what is it?
African Queen?
Correct.
Okay, see, that's what I was thinking of, but I couldn't think of the name.
Which singer's real name is Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata?
What singer?
Yeah, very well known. Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanata.
The lady with the meat suit. Lady Gaga.
Yes.
Good.
This is, okay, for our listeners at home, how many players are there on a baseball team?
I mean, on the roster?
You know, it's obvious.
On the roster? Or
on the roster or on the field?
On the field. How many?
It's pretty easy.
Who wants to answer that?
9.
Okay.
Yeah.
The song Luck Be a Lady features in which musical?
Luck Be a Lady.
Which musical is that from?
Chicago.
Guys and Dolls.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
2 more. Kodiak Island is in which U.S. state?
Okay.
I know that one.
I do too. Alaska.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Final question. In the human body, what is the Hallux? Hallux. In the human body, what is the hallux?
That's the voice box?
Big
Vocal
toe.
cords? Really, the big toe.
Well, you were close.
Guys, we have run out of time. Thank you. And we'll do it tomorrow. Do it tomorrow, that too.
We'll do that.
Guys. See you then.
Sports and classic rock. This is the station listened to, not just heard. 104.9 WFIW FM Fairfield, Illinois.
The news is brought to you by Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. The lowest prices of the year. Save up to $900 on Serta iComfort adjustable mattress sets at Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center in downtown Wayne City. Drop by and take a rest test.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Things are calm at the San Ysidro border crossing near San Diego now. It was shut down for a few hours yesterday. Border Patrol Chief Carla Provost says about tear gas being fired toward Central American migrants, including mothers with children on the Mexican side of the border.
Large